and I'm very excited to welcome all of our virtual guests and all of our in-person guests for this event with a long title that's called the Aspen Institute Financial Security Program hosts Invest America in a public dialogue on early wealth building accounts.
And this whole issue of rising generations and generational wealth is why when we put out the New Wealth Agenda, we thought so much about this issue, putting front and center the issue and really the legacy of work that's happened over the years on net worth from birth, startup capital for life, children's savings accounts.
You know, Rob and Kevin are two of the nation's most influential economists. And for them to draft a paper and be here today to talk about why they think this is a great idea is a really important moment for the field.
By 2019, the top 10% own 72% of all financial wealth in the United States.
The thing that I want to treat as the headline is that one of the things that we've done is we've looked at the history over 20, 30, and 40 years of equity returns in the U.S. Fit a distribution to those returns, so you can sort of see, sure, the mean is this, but what's the, how much does it vary from year to year, and so on. And then we've, hit return on the computer and simulated 1 million possible outcomes, 1 million possible futures based on these historic returns. And so if we don't match, and we just put the 1,000 in for every kid in America, then what you see here in the chart, this underneath the thing with the headline 20 years, is the distribution of returns of how much money that person would have in their account when they turn 20, which is approximately like college time. And you can see that the mean is $8,308. But the thing that I think is also interesting is if you look at that distribution, there's like no probability mass below zero. And again, we really like the idea of having everybody feel like they're on the same team. And we think that if we were to go around and ask Americans right now, do you feel like that everybody's on the same team? I think that you'd probably get almost no one saying yes. And I think that also throughout the wealth and income distribution, having something for the kids to talk about in school.
Okay, and then automatic, clearly a lot of kids would be left out if we don't do it universally. I'm sure Colleen will talk about Maine's experience with switching from opt-in to opt-out. And then the federal government needs to be the first investor, but certainly not the only. Right.
The other advantage or significance of a universal program is you can make enrollment automatic. And that means the family doesn't have to know about the program. In order for their child to receive the benefit.
Okay, well, let me just close with why are you guys excited about this idea? What brought you together? What made you want to work on coming together to write this paper and stand up here today and tell us you think it's a great idea that the government should invest in?
This is a way to improve the lives of millions and millions of people in ways that were not part of the partisan conflict.
I'll just say that I think the most compelling argument should be appealing and has been in private conversations with both Democrats and Republicans. And it's just that, the belief in the American free enterprise system is at an all-time low. And this has the potential of, reviving the belief in the American dream.
This is a conversation about how do we harness the power of the future, of our economy, of the capital markets, to really make a difference in the lives of our children and our unborn children. Among the survey questions was a question about whether or not people would be supportive of the federal government establishing tax-advantaged savings accounts in each children's name. The majority of respondents from both parties said they would support this type of legislation or account from the federal government. Furthermore, when asked if they would support a proposal that would allow employers to contribute funds to the accounts of employees' children, 75% of respondents agreed with that, would be supportive, And again, when we broke it down by party affiliation, there was a majority of each party that supported that kind of contribution and support by employers. The time is now. The ability of the capital markets to really deliver for our children in the future is something that is, there's consensus and momentum, and we're just, as I said, excited to be part of helping people save earlier and more often and for their future.